Several years ago, I took an interpersonal communication class. One day, the professor decided to do a visualization exercise. All right, class, close your eyes. You enter a cave, and before you is some water. What does it look like to you? Some of the students in the class said, all right, I'm frolicking in it, I love it, woohoo! But professor, what does it mean? Well, class, water symbolizes sex. I reluctantly raised my hand. So what does it mean? In my visualization, I came across, it was kind of a cliff, maybe 20 feet, into this giant pool of water that I would probably break my legs if I jumped into. Professor chuckled. You know what, Matt? What do you think it means? Crap. So this year, I've been struggling with issues of gender and sexuality as I've tried to become more confident and comfortable with myself as a man and with the men in my everyday life. I grew up in a house with a single mom. Her friends were all women, and the men in my life were they were here one day, gone the next. And so my role models were all women. These women also had horrible experiences with men in their lives. They would constantly kvetch. They would say, he never talks, or all he wants from me is food and sex. What an ass. Or that cheating bastard, I hope he burns in hell. Well, I identified with their experiences. My own father fled the country. He left for India to evade child support. Great, thanks, Dad. And my mom's boyfriends after that, well, they were either neglectful or verbally abusive. Hey, you little shit. Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm gonna break that PlayStation if you don't fucking... And so on. I became hostage to an image of gender. Women good, men evil. God, was I confused, okay? Like, did women like sex? I couldn't tell. And you know what? These guys, I'm not gonna relate to guys at all because they're gonna hurt me in the end anyways, right? A couple of years ago, my friend Rachel, she described me as one of the girls. I love Rachel. It was awkward, but I accepted it. Recently, I've been wondering, though, if I identified with the women in my life, do I identify as a woman? Do I present myself do I present myself as a woman in any way? And I think life might be easier as a woman. Some of you are probably like, what the hell is this guy talking about, right? Well, hear me out. If I could wear a dress and a wig, it wouldn't be strange that I liked How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, or that I have no guy friends. It wouldn't be abnormal. It wouldn't be abnormal that I think women's clothing is just like, oh my God, so much more stylish. And you know what? People wouldn't look at me sideways when they learn that I'm a feminist. But no, I'm not a woman. I don't want to be a woman. I'm a man, and I want to accept myself as such. How? Earlier this year, I was flipping through an issue of GQ for wardrobe ideas. And I came across this article called, Do You Have a Back Burner? Now, the lead-in read, she's smart, she's sexy, she laughs at all your jokes and knows all your darkest secrets, but your girlfriend has no idea she exists. Great, male chauvinism at its finest, I thought. But I read further. It reminded me of my own experiences in past relationships that had reaffirmed my hatred of being a man. The author clarified his point, however. He said, "She makes you feel like you're still infinitely charismatic, yet also a man of restraint and strong principles." All right, I thought. This author, he shattered my preconceptions of masculinity. Like one of those Chinese finger traps, I stopped struggling and the shackles of my confinement just fell away. And I realized something that I'd known intellectually for a long time. Gender is socially constructed, and I can reconstruct what gender means to me. No more fear of men. No more fear of fashion. And you know what? No more fear of sex. I am becoming the man that I want to be.